Hi, everybody. Welcome back after Pesach. It's great to see you. I hope you had a great break. Here we are back at home and ready to do some art. So, today I have two things I want to share with you. One is I want to share an art resource. I want to show you something that you can check out online for your art making. And number two, I'd like to show you a short drawing activity that you can do today. You can do anytime you feel like stretching those drawing muscles. So I want to share with you Dave Pilkey at Home. Dave Pilkey is the author of Dogman and Captain Underpants, and some of you may have already figured out I'm a huge fan. We have all of the Dogman books at my house, which is pretty fun. We've been reading them a lot over the past few weeks. And like many people, Dave Pilkey is offering some at home drawing opportunities while he's at home right now. So I'm going to show you that. So here we are on the Dave Pilkey at Home website, and he started this just before the Pesach, the Friday before Pesach. He's posting new things each Friday, and so as you see, there's already week 1, week 2, and week 3. And what he is offering is he's giving you some video how to draw things. He's telling you a little bit about the characters and some drawing techniques. Some of you may not be familiar with him already, and I think he's pretty great. So if you're interested in checking out more of Dave Pilkey at Home, you can watch his videos. You can check on any of the weeks that he has posted already there for you to look at. So that's Dave Pilkey at Home, and I'm going to post that website for you. But you can also always just search Dave Pilkey at Home, and there you go. And the second thing I want to share with you today is a short drawing challenge. This is draw an object using your non-writing hand. So that means if you're a righty like I am, you're going to use your left hand. If you're a lefty like some of you are, then you're going to use your right hand. Or since we're at home, you can use this to our advantage. And in the privacy of your home, you can take off your sock and try drawing with a pencil in your toes. Many artists have done this before, but the privacy of your home is a really great way to do it. I would never ask you to do this in the classroom, and I might question if you do. But as artists, we like to try new things, so you're welcome to give that a try. I wanted to offer you something after we come back from Pesach break, perhaps a little silly. For some of us, it might feel a little challenging. I know for me, I'm going to show you what I did. It's definitely not easy. I did not personally yet try the foot drawing, although it's something I have been wanting to try. There's lots of great videos out there, and I've seen many artists give this a try because it's a way, especially after a break. I don't know how many of you were doing artwork while you were on Pesach break, but it's a great way to not feel too stressed about what we're going to try to produce. Nothing that needs to be permanent, but perhaps a little silly with your feet or with your other hand that you're not used to. There's no expectations for it to look great. Just have a little bit of fun. So that brings us to this, what we're going to do. All you need is a pencil and a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to show you mine, but mine, I had some leftover paper that I didn't use. You see the back was used on one side, so I decided to use the other side because I didn't think this was going to be a drawing I wanted to keep forever. But I wanted to just relax a little bit, try and stretch and explore my drawing capability. And I'm going to show you what I did in a second, but I just want to show you the idea of the stretch and explore. So many of you are familiar with the 8 studio habits of mind. They're the ways we think about they're the ways that we think as we do our art. We're often using many of these habits of mind as we do any art, or really almost a lot of other things that we do, whether we're doing math. There's habits of mind as well. All sorts of things as we're cooking in the kitchen, we might be, or helping in the kitchen. We're probably using habits of mind. But for art, we talk about 8 studio habits of mind. And I've had them in the back. Those of you in grade 4 and 5 have seen them in our senior elementary classroom, always hanging up. And I have them here in my basement for you guys while we make these videos. We're going to talk about stretch and explore a little bit today as we're trying these drawing with our opposite hand or with our feet. We're going through the process of stretching and exploring. We're not probably going to make something that we're going to hang on our wall necessarily, although you might want to, but just trying to stretch our minds, explore a little bit. When you stretch, you're trying things that might be difficult. It was pretty challenging to draw with the hand that you're not used to drawing with. Try writing with the hand that you're not used to writing with. It kind of goes against what you're used to, so it's a little difficult. And when you explore, you're discovering new ideas and ways of working. So with this idea of stretch and explore, it brings us back to that drawing idea. Well, why is Miss Cantor suggesting that we draw with our opposite hand or even with our foot? It's a practice that many artists do. It's when you're trying to do things that are a little difficult. Some of us find drawing a little bit difficult. So it's a way to kind of approach it and feel like, you know what, it's okay. It's not going to be perfect, but let's just give it a try. And the more we give things a try, the better we get. So here's the dog man that I drew with my left hand. Definitely not the best dog man ever drawn before, but I actually have never tried drawing dogman, and it was pretty fun to give it a try with my left hand. I might be inspired to practice a little more. I also tried drawing all sorts of other things that were just sitting at my table. I tried drawing my Havdalah set and the grape juice bottle. Those were all done with my left hand, and I learned some things about drawing with my opposite hand and drawing in general. I learned to slow down. I learned to look closely. And so these are things that, I may, if I was rushing through it with my regular hand, I may not have noticed as much. There were some details I noticed by going a little bit slower. And again, not worrying what it's going to look like because I don't expect it to look good. I'm probably not going to save these drawings. But it got me to sit down and draw, which I don't always take enough time to do. So I appreciated that. So stretch and explore, you might be surprised with yourself. You might learn different things than I learned by giving this a try. So I hope that you'll give this a try. This week can be a drawing week for you, even if drawing isn't your favorite thing. Or, you might have other art things that you want to try, which is also always great as long as we're practicing our art and finding creative things to do. You might do something a little differently, maybe try a different type of artwork with your opposite hand than you're used to doing. You might learn something new from that. And again, Dave Pilkey at home, or draw with your hand or foot, with your opposite hand or foot, and have some fun. Relax a little. Give it a try. Try again. Always try, and try again. And I hope you have a great week.